Now, Kate, North Melbourne has been in focus all week since that disaster on Good Friday. They went across to South Australia and they really did push Port Adelaide for most of this game, but poor skill execution in the final quarter was a key part of the story here.
Yeah, they had their moments, didn't they, in the fourth term, and just have this difficulty at the moment as McCurcher has a really good opportunity there, scores 88 to 81. If he kicks that, puts them right in the game. And this one here, a little bit of a contentious decision as well. Ollie Lord goes back to kick this, but I think for me that's an off-the-ball block from Willie Rioli. But you can't really say that that cost them the game, though. They had their opportunities. We just saw one from McCurcher. Nick Larkey, who is also a very accurate kick at goal, kicked one goal too. We'll see one of his misses as Wardlaw absolutely nailed that one from the pocket. But Larkey just didn't quite have the kicking boots on that we've been accustomed to seeing. So I think they're a young team at the moment. They're trying to find the ability to compete. They're yet to learn that finding of the ability to win. They'll learn that over time, but that's the one area that you sort of need to learn as a team. You need to learn from what you're doing wrong late in games. And unfortunately, after their first quarters at the moment, they haven't been in games long enough to be able to compete or learn to win. So far this year, and the most damning, the last two rounds, Carlton, they were minus 30 at quarter time, so down by 30 points, and Port Adelaide today down by 29 points at quarter time. And when you're a young side, the best way to send a message to your opposition is to come out and pressure them, put pressure on them, give them something that they're not expecting to feel early in the first term, not allowing them to kick 30 or 29 points against you. So overall this season, they're minus 126 in first quarters, and for a team that needs to be up and about and lively, that doesn't set you on the right foot for the rest of the game.
Now, Kate, Jason Horne-Francis was the main attraction today at Adelaide Oval. We know the history. He was taken to pick one by North Melbourne. He returned to South Australia and joined Port Adelaide less than 12 months later. But today, he was in everything. He actually caused Ken Hinkley some problems. What does Ken need to do with him going forward?
Well, I think the approach that they're taking here is pretty measured. Obviously, the two leaders of the club on field, Zach Butters and Connor Rozee, took him over to Dad for a chat, and they kept him there as long as he needed to be there for Ken to get his message across. And I think Horne-Francis said it really nicely after the game. He knows he's got areas to work on with this. The question will be, will opposition teams now go after him? We've seen it from him before. Obviously, Jai Simpkin, his former captain, knew exactly what buttons to push to get that reaction. They got the reaction they wanted. So it'll just be a little bit of a watch now. Does he learn from it? We've seen him do it time and time again, but you sort of thought this year was the turning point for him. But we'll see. Will teams go after him?
Now, Josh Sinn was subbed out in the second quarter following this tackle, this chase-down tackle from Paul Curtis. Got me thinking, Kate, does he have anything to answer for when the MRO sits tomorrow?
Well, Josh, you're the MRO expert here. I don't know. I think the outcome obviously has an effect. He was out with concussion, but what's your take on it?
Oh, I think he gets off, but it's touch and go, this one, because his head is driven into the ground. But it was just a poorly executed tackle in the end. He had him gone. He had him absolutely cooked. Paul Curtis was a story today. 3 more goals. He's up to 18 for the year. He's just 2 off the common medal leaders on Saturday night.
Equal with Nick Larkey as well, so
Incredible.
They've both kicked the same amount of goals for the season.
He's got to be in the All-Australian discussion after round 7. He's been a real shining light at Arden Street.